And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Shadow Empire. Whereas we can see on the turn report, we got 5 decisions and we killed 10 guns over the end turn. Then we discovered a radioactive source. I'm getting told we failed to deliver on a promise. And we have the new bazookas. And that's my infantry armor, okay. Clifford wants portraits in schools. I want meritocracy, I don't really want fist. But I do want meritocracy more than I don't want fist, so we'll allow it for the moment. Security Corporation. I don't want enforcement, so I'm going to politely refuse. That's fine. Do we want a new model? Could do that medium aircraft. The fighter bomber. Complete. Before I do that, did we... Are we still researching it? Turbojet. Because I don't probably actually want the turbojet. Yeah, we'll probably hold off till the turbojet. We'll modify it again with the turbojet. I suppose at some point we can go upgrade the MGs. Again, would probably build an alt for lasers. What is our model testing on the machine guns? Pretty bad. The big advantage here is that we've jumped pretty heavily in the armor. So if we were to do this, we'd probably do that, which isn't maybe a big gun upgrade, but we'd go to heavy combat armor, which would triple the armor quality. Scrap the computing node, get a one-off, or harness the computing node for 50 BP to turn. 50 BP to turn is real good.
Order acknowledged.
Sorry, my meritocratic leaders. We're favoring cheap spammable bureaucracy today.
Move it now! All clear, sir.
Anyway, so we have enough diplomacy that we can just deploy diplomacy cards. So we won't send spies in case that pisses them off. Do I have an open contact? I should have an open contact. That's a surprisingly difficult open contact. It's usually not that hard. Well, we don't want to provoke them. We would rather have contact. Well, I suppose we could bribe them. That'd be one way to get the opinion to somewhere where open contact will work, right?
Affirmative.
Try to raise the opinion with them. This faction down here is a lot more amenable to negotiations. I think it's free trade time.
Affirmative.
Yeah, and we can see that they've attempted to escape out of the encirclement I was trying there. We still kind of have the champion in our way, just driving forward with the tanks. I may still keep going with the drive forward vigorously with the tank's approach.
Move it now!
And we just overrun it, that'll work. So these are the old arachnids, what the Queenshire swarm broke off of. Yeah, we probably don't want to go charging there, but we probably have enough action points we can do a bunch of range attacks. Yes. Use the power of artillery. We're getting a little bit of recon here because we have
Roger that.
ammunition cameras. Good old GR ammunition cameras.
Take cover! Run! Run!
We have found the enemy. Maybe not in the most ideal of ways. Usually finding the enemy with their face is not the way you want to find it. We do have a little bit of industrial capacity coming back, but I'll probably hold off for one turn before I start building pretty heavily again. Move these guys. Yeah, we basically moved from left to right, looks like. Got a nice encirclement on some arachnids here. Got a little bit of a trade-off here between circling the arachnids in the volcanic mountain here, or trying to drive them backwards just into the plains. We'll see how they respond to the armored thrust here into the area behind. I think the forests are probably a little bit... The Marath Bocage, the forests here are probably a little bit better for our tanks. My surgeon attack mod than, say, trying to go through the mountains. Yeah, it's a little bit better going through the forest with the tanks. And trying to plow into the mountains with them. But yeah, if I had more industrial capacity and I wasn't trying to save up a little bit for maybe responding to roads, or actually at least trying to get my construction done. The next thing would be just more brigades, so we can be in more places. Let's replace the missing tank. One thing I could do is I could also transition the tanks from light tanks to medium. Yeah, probably the next time we have the model designer come up, I'll probably design the current iteration of medium tank. And I think that's it, unless I want to queue up a factory. I'm not so sure about the factory. Always tempted to get more industrial capacity. I think we can get up to... Yeah, we should be getting to Factory 5 here. We have some political power, so let's try to use the political power. Probably not going to pass, but we'll take the roll. Do we do diplomacy with the majors already? Could try with them. I mean, I'm not at peace with Industrial Reich declared on us, apparently. That's a potential problem. Surprised they did declare on us, actually. Missed that notification.
Affirmative.
By the power of diplomacy, we're at peace again? Yeah, they're also number 2, so we're in a position where us plus number 4 could make ourselves number 2. That's still not quite enough to be winning, which is why we're not making that victory pact yet. Got these guys, and we get this little bit of the pocket. These guys are on pretty good friendly terms with us. We got an aggression back from them, so that's basically territory we don't need to be too worried about. We got the arachnids between us and them, and then we got a nice, real safe border. Okay, let's. Well, do we have any zone cards I want to play? Probably not. No, not right now. Don't have enough Granite Conventions. We already rolled the education, right? Yes. So I think the only thing we could do is try a Xeno Diplomat deploy.
Affirmative.
Try to improve the value of the mercs we're getting in. I think next turn I'll start improving the factory up to factory 4. Try to work it up to factory 5. Because hopefully next turn will be a little overkill in power with 2 of the 3 power plants coming online. The nuclear power plant using radioactives coming online, and the solar power plant coming online. I wonder if there's a queen unit to go with that champion unit we killed recently. Don't think I've seen it with any of the reconnaissance, but doesn't mean there isn't one. Oh, they're attacking. Our armored spearhead is holding. Scream can cancel. Again, yeah, prefer political power at this point. We haven't designed a medium tank, so let's actually go and design one. No, we have designed one. We have the old main tank. Just running around with 105mm howitzer. We'll let it keep them 105mm howitzer. Actually, at this point, there isn't really anything to improve upon unless I'm going to go to electric engine. So never mind, we're not improving upon it. Thought we hadn't built one. Apparently we had. So the MG did the bazooka. So really it's coming down to, do I want to upgrade the infantry to heavy combat armor? And yeah, we're probably around about there with the foot, where it's about time. With such an improvement that the armor is going to be. So we had Gauss Rifle. We'll go to Charge Gauss Rifle. That's not really much of a weapon upgrade. But we're going to triple the armor by going to heavy combat armor. Battle Dress is kind of like lasers, where I sometimes will do a fully different unit base for it.
Copy that.
We keep the machine toting guys separate from the non-machine toting guys. Schedule a meeting with the aliens. We're going to offer them free tech.
Affirmative.
We're getting praised. Mind versus heart. Heart's probably what we want to do. Costs us more political power, but it's a guaranteed pass. Well, I suppose if I wanted mind, we could do the big delegation, which would auto-succeed. Yeah, let's do the big delegation.
Affirmative.
They're demanding a release of a spy. Probably go with yes, accept their offer. So we don't need the relationship up of refusing the payment.
Affirmative.
And the mercs will continue advancing. Looks like we're probably at the point where we need to extend the road. Get us some more logistics out here. For the non-merc units. We don't know what those are. I'm gonna take the rest of running around behind them. Mountain, yeah, okay, so we want to go through that hex here to keep going south there. The mobility, we do have the mobility to do that. So while not ideal, we have got these guys encircled at this point. Yeah, let's try to squish the pocket a little bit.
All clear, sir.
And 3 frees up the motorized guy to go a little bit further south. We're not ready to close the pocket. Crush the pocket. However you want to describe that. And at this point, we've mostly gotten the guys out of the mountain, which I think is a good place. Do I continue to thrust directly south with our tanks? Maybe. Yeah, if we're gonna move in the tanks... Oh, I suppose we're in kind of this weird problem. We've got mountains, 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 mountains in front of us, so... At some point I'm gonna have to pull out of the aggressive attack just because I'm gonna run out of places to send the tanks. Where they're gonna be effective.
Send in the cavalry.
Sending in the high-speed
clear,
attack
sir.
units. That does go ahead and clear that tile out. Do we want to attack? Yeah, we might as well attack. One advantage we currently have against the arachnids is the arachnids don't really have anti-tank weapons. So the tanks can kind of just maul units in the open. Where is the recon? There is the recon. Let's see if we can actually do an air recon run. Nope. Because of course we can't. At some point I'm going to have to just get these air recon upgraded to do better recon. Push the pocket up or push the pocket down? I'm going to push the pocket up, make it less likely to escape.
Do it! Do it now!
Yes, where's Lycus?
And I think we actually have enough firepower here. We might be able to just close this pocket.
Engage the enemy.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
I think I should probably have the 5th take over, pushing and holding the mountain line from our motorized units. So the motorized units can swing around the bottom. Okay, that's that portion working. Did they run away? No, but at the same time, they still reasonably scary local wildlife. Do I want to upgrade these guys? If I do, then I want to pull them back in, or transition these guys. I do, and I kind of do. I need to get them in friendly territory. Well, good logistics territory. Okay, so we got the 2nd now in supply. So what I want to transition the 2nd is over to Grenadiers. Okay, it's not going to let me do it in one step by the looks of it. So let's say that they're now RPG units, and then if we go back and upgrade them again, it's all under Grenadier. There we go. So they got spare troops they don't need, which should over time filter back into the reserves. And then we'll go ahead and give some replacements for the new upgrade units. Okay, so given a turn or two, these guys should transition over to their new, functionally new design. Give them some anti-tank and some machine gun capacity. Extend the road here, probably extend the road here when I'm thinking about it. Doesn't need to be that much longer. Yeah, that's about right there. Give you a bunch of supply. Oh, this is I gotta remember this is a mountain range in here. Again, the contrast isn't, default contrast isn't super strong sometimes. I want to build that road to extend there, so that's good. Eventually we're going to get into the problem. There isn't a pass here, so I'm either going to have to build a road through a mountain, or I'm going to have to go really out of the way for the road. But building the road up closer where it's smooth here will at least give us a bit more logistics until I have to take the roundabout one way or the other. Or just man up and go over the mountain, through the mountain. You can see probably the power plant's completed. Yep. Power plant, the nuclear power plant and the solar panels are complete. Service station will come up next turn. We should now have the industry to start building up Industry 4 with the power coming in from that. I should actually have enough power now that we can tell the high-tech to go to full speed. And if I don't, I'll find out next turn when I'm looking at the power and be like, where did all the power go? And we did diplomacy with these guys. No, we haven't done our diplomacy yet. They're not happy enough with it. Well, they don't want the bribe. They don't want the small bribe, at least. Not rich enough for the big one. That's probably not gonna pass. Yeah, they're really hostile. I get money, which shouldn't be that hard for us to do. Now we need to sell off a bunch of these expensive machines. Oh, I don't really want to sell that many. Yeah, we don't want to sell the high-tech parts either, so we'll do... Or, well, I could just sell all the machines, it'd be fine. Yeah, we'll take a big payout for... Take a big payout on the machines. We are positively making them at the moment, so... That'll give us the money we need to do... international bribes.
Affirmative.
Improve their relation. Can we reestablish trade with these guys? If I'm really interested, I can do a shadow diplomat to make it plausible, practicable.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
These guys down here are just open to trade and open to packs. Scientific cooperation might increase their power, which might actually be a good thing for us if we end up going with a victory path option to win the game. So yeah, let's try to get them either giving us tech or giving them tech. Okay, where that's gonna flow. I think that's our units moved for the turn. Most of our political power is spent. Didn't get zoo upgrade, nope. And I suppose, oh, before I forget, getting that unification off I think is something we're going to keep rolling until it succeeds. That's a little power, so we don't have enough left over to do alien diplomacy. Oh, but while I'm thinking about it, you
Sir, yes, sir.
build me some more bureaucracy, because the bureaucracy must expand
Sir, yes, sir.
to meet the ever-expanding need of our bureaucracy. And then we'll cycle the turn. I think I'll play one more turn in this part. One full turn. Then I'll go ahead and put the section part right in. Because I try to keep these around 30 to 40 minutes, and we just crossed the 30-minute mark. That's if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, there'll just be a short break between, basically take a stretch break every 30 to 40 minutes. So one problem with sort of the fighting we got going on right now is it's not very productive as far as population, per se, because it's mostly fighting arachnids and stuff like that. Which their territory generally doesn't have people in it. You know, the whole man-eating spider eating all the local population is kind of a driving factor on them having no people there. Though it is, in theory, paying a little bit of dividends in raw territory. Well, I suppose if I do decide just to bite the bullet and do a forced mountain crossing, might try to do it next to one of the volcanoes and decide that I'm going to set up like a volcano power tapping city. There's the ammo printer complete. We discovered new tech, automated logistics. And there's our foot 4. And turbojet engine. We'll leave the priorities basically as is. We're not quite at the point. Eventually we'll start coming back up here and we'll probably turn the economy down. Just to focus on more political power and finishing up the military research, I think. We are starting to get got most of the good stuff out of the tech tree at this point.
Roger that.
We'll accept that. These employees could get help. Yeah, sure. Install the special treatment gyms. We're not mean here. And we'll hold off on doing the applied science again. I don't think it's getting any cheaper at this point. It's just that I don't want to spend the political power on deploying the new sort of semi-optional research council. Let's do a tracer spike it. VTOL turbojet. That'll probably be a good way to get a upgrade to our helicopters. Let's actually take a use of that blueprint again. What I want to modify is ground attack aircraft. These guys. When I designed these guys, we only had heavy jets. Probably get away with upgrading them to medium turbojets. It'll be more fuel efficient and it'll make them lighter so they fly faster. Might even be able to get a little bit more rocket on them. Yeah. Okay, that's some good ground attack aircraft. Heavy rockets, twin-charged Gauss heavy machine guns on a 10 hex ranged medium-winged aircraft. So that's what we'll go ahead and get designing. Quick double check that is what we designed. Yep.
Copy that.
Not that we have any place where we have an airfield yet to use those, but those will be, when we get into a major fight, those will be real nice.
Move it now.
here we go. We secured Zrumrusk. So I'm probably pronouncing that horribly wrong, but we've secured it. It's now ours. It's now mine to horribly mispronounce, as I do. This mountain over here. Oh, we got like a tiny mountain here. One high mountain, one low mountain.
Move it now!
We have the action mindset to get these guys to surrender. It looks like it.
Clear, sir.
Once again, we've got a border with the hostile Bronbund. We're technically not at war, so I can't do overtures to make them happier. There's open contact. There's open contact. Wow, they... I don't know what's up with them. We obviously don't have enough info on them to figure out why they hate us. But oh, they're not taking my diplomacy. I don't have a big enough bribe to get a good bribe off. Could try that, but that's not gonna pass. That's not gonna pass muster. Done free trade. Done scientific cooperation. I think there's one more science there. Science exchange, yeah.
Affirmative.
Could try paying these guys off. That's most likely gonna fail, so it's probably not worth it. Interesting, it looks like scientific cooperation is the one most likely to succeed here. We would need to shout a diplomat up to get it to work reliably.
Affirmative.
So we'll deploy the Shadow Diplomat. Then we'll go ahead and try scientific cooperation on these guys.
Affirmative.
And they refused. Miners, we should roll unification. It's not gonna work, but we'll roll it. Mentally prepared for the worst, and apparently still getting it. Yeah, let's just attack these guys. I want to push them if I can.
Move it now!
And the answer to if I can is no. No, I can't. We're not going to do that with these guys. Okay. So hoping to push these guys into this square. The answer to how plausible is that is no. No, it isn't. Well, that as well.
All clear, sir.
While I'm thinking about it, let's change the unit color on the 5th. The 5th is a little too close to the 1st. They're about to be right next to each other. Okay, that way we get a little bit more contrast across them. I should be able to tell the tanks apart from the 5th, because one's tanks versus infantry. What is that? That is the queen! Okay, so there is a queen to go with the champion. Queen is immobile, but really monstrously huge animal. As long as an arachnid territory has a queen in it, they'll have a much higher rate of spawning new units. Well, we have found the queen, and next turn it's going to get tanks to the face. Moments like this where I remember that tank HQs have tanks. You can, if you are desperate, attack with them. They're as dangerous as you'd imagine a tank unit being, but at a high risk of losing your commanders. And the roads and the guys down here have decent logistics. The guys in the mountain are never going to get any good logistics. Question is, do you want to do the low mountain, force a crossing over here, do the low mountain, which is going to be real expensive? Or do I continue to postpone and go around the long way? The answer is probably postpone and go along the long way, but... These guys have done their transition? Yep. Okay, so we're now... Here we're waiting on road. Here we just need road. So we can extend the road a bit. We can lay out the new improved units along the road. And yes, I did overuse the power on the last turn. Apparently the nuclear power plant was not enough power. Let's continue expanding our power plants in hopes that fits the power problem. So we'll do the normal petrol power plant. And solar panels, of course. And the serpentization power plant. The nuclear power plant, we don't have the radioactives to run, because we only had one radioactive, and the power plant consumes one, whereas the upgrade consumes 3. While we're trying to figure out if we got enough power, let's turn the high tech down. Like down to 25%. Hopefully that'll get everything running back at full speed again. And making progress down here. We'll see. We might get a vid entry if we kill the queen in the next part. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle the turn. When this turn cycle ends, we're gonna go ahead and put the break in for the part. So I hope you've all been enjoying it. If you're watching on YouTube, there will probably be another part up tomorrow. I am going to record another part, if not a couple more parts. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around during the break. As soon as I get done with the break, I'll pick up with immediately recording the next part. Hopefully this end turn will be a little bit boring. I believe we're at peace with all the majors we're touching. Bronbund, we're technically in the state of like Cold War. And we don't have enough espionage on them to even know what they're thinking. They're not thinking good thoughts, they're just not necessarily thinking stabby thoughts. We are pushing the arachnids back on pretty much all fronts. Still trying to unify with our guardians to the east. To this point, the guardians to the east are actually kind of in the way. Because I think that's one of the last bastions of unclaimed territory is to our east. So we do have them as a client state, so there's some possibility the docile Reich here may just declare on them at some point, in which case we'll inherit them that way. And as you can see with the last time we got to war with them, by the magic power of diplomacy, we were able to declare peace and have peace. So if war breaks out again, that might just be the solution. See how Queenshire responds to us finding the queen. The answer appears to be run away. And this is where I'm going to put the part. Hope you've been enjoying it. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.